Well, Mama's not fighting her to eat this morning. I'm assuming she's on one because every time she got kicked off yesterday when the kids were helping her out, she was getting back on. Not the best cleaning job there, Mom. Oh, and somebody asked about the tail. I think it was Wade. Yeah, that tail's still long. Now would be the chance to do that, but so yeah. Now, if that was the last one instead of the first one, and if she cleaned it up like she should, once in a while, and I don't know, she's her third calf on the ground. She's actually out of when we had the stomach worm issues a few years ago. She's one of the last calves out of her mama. 633B was a very big cow. Very, very gentle cow, too. Always put good calves on the ground. Always raised big calves. And always cleaned her babies up. Right to the end. So, anyway, that's one reason she's here, is because who her mama was, and I don't know that there was ever a heifer we didn't keep out of her. Sold a lot of bull calves out of her as steers. Sold a couple of them as bulls even. Anyway, and she might even have the new baby there might have a sister in here. I don't know. Have to look through the numbers and see. But I got to find something to cover her grain pan, her grain bucket with. There used to be a pan over here. That's a dog food pan. I don't know what happened to it. Oh well. Oh, and hey, Wade, I really don't think we're going to get you much of a sunrise this morning. Because, yeah, it's not just that it's dark out. I don't know if you can see the outline of the trees up there or not. It's foggy and it's like 33 degrees. So, that fog ain't going to go anywhere anytime soon. Right here, it doesn't happen to be icy, but I would venture to guess if you go half mile one way or the other, it probably is. I'm really hoping she's on a teat. I wish Moma'd lick her butt. I sprinkled some more stuff on earlier. I don't know if it's no mo moo or calf claim or what we got in the bottle. It's an old bottle and we just filled it out of whatever we got in the house. So she actually did a bunch more cleaning on her this morning after I did that. Put a little on yesterday too. I don't know what's with her nonchalantness this year. It better not be the precursor to how things are going to go with everybody else. I was going to put a calf blanket on that calf. And it's not foggy out now. The fog kind of lifted, but it ain't very far above us. It's very moist and cold. Conditions I'd rather have it frozen and dry. Calves dry off faster and then they're warm. And even though Mama's been licking on the poor kid, she's wet. I mean, tongue only dries so much. It gets the slime off so things will dry, but when it's this wet out, they stay wet. I'm going to say she's on one. Maybe. I hope. She ain't going to let me get around over there where I can see. We know she was on one last night, so she did get some colostrum in her. That's the biggest thing. I'm really, really tempted to... She hasn't had any of her shots yet. I'm really tempted to go up and get a shot of B. It'll not only turn her brain on a little bit more so she might figure out how to eat better, but it'll make her hungrier, make her want to eat more. And I'm just not real sure she's on a teat. And it's not like Mama's much help. I don't know what her deal is. So that's probably what I'll do. Probably won't give her all her shots, but at least get the B in her. One nice thing about B, you really can't overdose them on it. And I call it vitamin brain because you can take a calf that's too stupid to figure out how to eat, too stupid to go look for it, give them a shot, and literally 5-10 minutes later the calf will be eaten. I mean, not that she's stupid, she knows where to go, but I'm not sure she's getting it. So, yay. Spend my day out here being cold. But that's what we do. She almost looks like she has a swelled up joint in the front. I don't know. I mean, she could have come out with a freaking joint infection. Usually it takes a few days. Well, it's been a butterfly day. Little of this, little of that. Did get that piece in there. There it is. I was considering buying heater hose for it, but I had to cut those off to get the cab off. I went out and stripped those. The hoses are fine. They're fugly on the outside because they got green paint on them and junk stuck to them, and I did clean them up, scrubbed them, but so many years of stuff being stuck. But as far as the integrity of the hoses are in good shape. I wish they were cleaned up better, but they both appear to be 5/8, and it should be 1 5/8 and 1 3/4. Either way, 5/8 will fit on a 3/4, and I got that buffed down. Took the needle scaler to that. Looks a wee bit better. There's still scale in there. Not sure what to do there because everything's all blocked in. You can't get to anything. Crap can get in, but you can't get it out. So I blew a bunch out that I could out that hole in the back. And I'm thinking some of that may just get sealed up with some painter's putty or something. It's dry now inside. If I can keep it that way, it won't rust out anymore. So yeah, really looking forward to working on that. Got the air tanks off that fuel tank that's sitting outside. They just had cable mounts. So I don't know what's better, that way or a regular mount. A regular mount, you can take that air tank and mount it inside the edge of the frame and make it fit. Those are 10-inch air tanks, and I got an 8-inch frame. They don't fit that well. And I don't really have any place inside the frame to put them, unless they'll fit in back here by the air cans, but that won't work very well because it'll be in the way of the air lines to the cans unless I reclock the cans, which I don't really want to do either because, then I thought they could go in the back underneath. I don't know. We'll see. I do know I have to keep a place for a fuel tank, and I got to keep a place for an oil tank, and I got a foam mark tank that, I kind of like the foam marker on the side you get in and out on. That way you always see it. Although on the old buggy, I guess it was on the driver's side. And fuel tank can be on the right, I don't care. And that may be what we do. We'll see when the time comes. And there was talk about putting a cross brace back here, but everything is so solid. I just don't know that I need it. And if I don't do it, it leaves me a little bit of room for something. I'm thinking I might have room in there to mount the air compressor somewhere. So anyway, that's my day. It's a dog day. Can't tell them tanks were sitting outside, can you? It wasn't the dog that did that. So I'm going to go feed and go in. It's been one of those days where I was cold last night. I've been cold most of the day. I don't need to be coming down with something that makes me so I really can't get moving around and do stuff. So even though it's only 4:30, it's still going to be 5 o'clock before I get in. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.